At LHTC Broadband, we're proud to provide the communication services you need to get the most from today's technology. We're your local choice for TV, phone, and internet. We offer high-quality cable TV service with HD, multi-room DVR, on-demand, and watch TV everywhere. Plus unlimited calling, and our internet is faster than ever with speeds up to 1 gigabyte. With no contracts and local customer service, switching has never been easier. Call today, 724-593-2411, or visit lhtcbroadband.com.
Good morning, I'm Louise Bates, and you are listening to Laurel Highlands Happenings on 97.3 Light FM and 1480 WCNS. Brought to you this month by our two awesome sponsors, Downtown Irwin's St. Patrick's Day Food and Family Fun Fest. That's on Saturday, March the 14th from noon to 5. And also our other sponsor, Blackburn Centre's annual Walk a Mile in Her Shoes event, a decade in and they're still walking. And join them on Saturday, April the 18th at St. Clair's Park in Greensburg. Well, I'm here the first Saturday of every month to share with you the latest happenings in the Laurel Highlands, giving you some great ideas for places to visit, things to do, and events to attend. So how is everyone doing? March is here. Spring is on its way, and it's maple syrup season. So if you want to learn more about the traditions and production of maple syrup, consider heading out to the Somerset County Maple Producers Maple Weekend Taste and Tour on March the 14th through the 15th. And you can visit over 20 maple camps, and you can enjoy free tours and sample maple products. And you can buy them as well if you want. And this is all the sugar camps. So this is really a great opportunity to learn more about this whole process and its history too. And did I mention it's also free? It's a great thing to do for the weekend. To keep in continuation with this whole maple season theme, our guests this month are Pennsylvania Maple Festival and the Myersdale Area Merchants Association. And they're going to share the love of maple syrup, Myersdale, and so much more. So please welcome today Susie Decker from Pennsylvania Maple Festival and Doug Koshansky from Myersdale Area Merchants Association. First off, we're going to start off with Susie. Good morning, Susie.
Good morning. It's great to talk to you today.
It is, and the same to you. Welcome to Laurel Highlands Happenings.
Thank you.
So I'm keen to hear more about the Pennsylvania Maple Festival in Myersdale, and I'd love you to tell us more about it, but do tell us, how long has this festival been going?
This year will be our 73rd Maple Festival, so it started back in 1948.
Golly, that's a long time. Wow.
Yes.
Wow. So tell us a little bit more about the whole festival. I mean, I've got a whole oodles list of things, of activities that go on at this festival. I don't know where to start, but right at the top of my list, I suppose you say the dates. When is the festival? When is it on?
This year's festival is March the 28th and 29th and April the 1st through the 5th.
Okay. So that runs over 2 weekends. So you do one weekend, and then you have like the Monday and Tuesday off, and then it starts back up on the Wednesday. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
All right. Okay. So that's March the 28th and 29th, April the 1st through the 5th. And like I said, you've got a lot of activities going on. Now, you do a parade, I understand.
Yes, we hold our grand feature parade each year. It is always the second Saturday, which will be April the 4th. And it always includes marching bands, floats, various local organizations. And this year coming back is the Shriners Mini Vet, because we now have our streets in Myersdale paved, and they're smooth for the running of those.
Oh, great, because they're always fun, aren't they? They're great.
Oh, they always entertain.
All right, so that's the parade. What time does it start? Did you mention that?
It starts at 1 p.m., and it runs along Beachley and Center Streets in Myersdale.
Okay, so I'm assuming the downtown roads get closed off. So what's a recommendation time to get there, to park up and get your place?
I I would come well before 12 noon because these two streets will hold no parking. So you would have to find parking on other streets and then make your way to these streets to get a good location to watch.
All right. Okay. So apart from the parade, tell us else what's going on. You kick it off. You got all the stuff. I've got a list too, but tell us what's happening.
Our big event for the first weekend is a sit and sip with live band entertainment, and that will be held inside Festival Park on March the 28th and March the 29th. Our Saturday live entertainment is the Caitlin Rose Band, and Sunday's live entertainment is Michael Christopher. Now, our cost to get into the park is $5, but for the sit and sip, it's an extra $5. And specials this year are a maple beer from White Horse Brewery and a maple rye whiskey from Tall Pines Distillery.
Oh, perfect. That sounds great. You've got me at the beer. Brilliant. That sounds really great. Okay, so working down this list here, you've got a truck, motorcycle, side-by-side, and ATV show as well.
Yes, that's held Sunday the 29th. It's held uptown on the streets of Myersdale, and it runs from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. The cost is $8 to register in advance and $10 the day of the event, and it's free to the participants. You walk up, you view all the trucks and motorcycles side by side, all that, and then when you're done, you can come down to Festival Park.
Okay. How many vehicles do you so often get?
We've had sometimes as high as well over 100, and sometimes we've, had 20, 25.
Right.
I guess, it kind of depends on people and if
the
they
weather.
want to bring their vehicles or not.
Right. Gotcha. Yeah, I have actually seen that, and it's pretty cool. They're all, parked up, and it's beautiful vehicles. And what day is that again?
That's March the 29th. That's our first Sunday.
That's your first Sunday. Oh, right. Now, the whole Festival Park, you have the maple demonstrations going on. You do demonstrations of tapping, don't you? And kids can get involved with that, can't they?
Yes, we actually put up maple trees. They can actually tap a maple tree. Then they can watch the process of boiling the sap down into maple syrup. And then we show them how to make spotza and how to make sugar cake. And then if you're not into all the sweets, we do blacksmith demonstrations. We have a doctor's office that does demonstrations. We have a cobbler shop that demonstrates. We also have the old general store where you can go in and buy your old-time penny candy and lots of good food and drinks and souvenirs, and then you can go into historic Maple Manor, which is actually the oldest structure in Myersdale, and it is completely furnished in period time, plus a museum upstairs, and you can go through 2 floors and tour it all.
It's a beautiful house. I've actually been through it, and it's lovely to walk through and see all the period features and the furnishings, the furniture. And you have docents in there, don't you? Tour guides that can tell you about the rooms.
Right, and this year, because it's the 100th anniversary of women's suffrage, the upstairs ladies' parlor will be done with a display because Flora Black, one of our Somerset County residents close to Myersdale, she was a big woman in the county to get women's suffrage started in that. So we're going to be doing a big display on that this year for something different.
Oh, that sounds pretty cool as well. It's always nice to switch it up a little bit too. But it is a very delightful period home. Definitely worth taking time out to visit and walk through and learn more about Myersdale and the residents. So what else do we have? Let me have a look. Craft vendors. You do have quite a few different vendors as well in the Festival Park.
This year we have over 20 vendors participating, anything from jewelry to crocheted items, candles, soaps, lotions, fudge, kettle corn, handmade items, a whole different variety.
Oh, that sounds nice. So you can just sort of walk around the Festival Park. You can check out the blacksmithing and the cobbler, the doctor's office, have a go at tapping and just learn all about the whole maple syrup process. And as well as if you want, you can make some purchases, buy some homemade soap and fudge, that kind of thing too. So this is really cool. Now for food, Now, you do the pancakes and sausages, and I've had your pancakes and sausages there, and they're very good. But you open that up as well, don't you, for the festival?
Right. We serve food in the park. Excuse me. This year there'll be barbecued food items. We're doing the Philly cheese and steak sandwiches, sausage sandwiches, curly fries. The general store does the good homemade items, beef vegetable soup. This year, new item we're going to make is maple bacon chili.
Maple bacon jelly. Okay.
Chili.
Chili. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's like chili.
Sorry.
Okay. No, that sounds lovely. That sounds.
Oh, it's really good. It's something new we're gonna have on the food menu this year. Homemade gobs, homemade rolls, all kind of drinks. There'll be maple coffee.
Okay, and these foods, is it just one particular sort of location in the festival park, or is it sort of spread out all over?
We kind of spread the food vendors out a little bit, so, you make sure you walk through and see everything while you're tasting everything. And then we have food trucks up in the middle of Myersdale, too. So if you go up there to the car show or the parade or whatever, there is food available up there, too.
Okay, well, that's good to know. So if you get a little bit peckish, you'll be able to grab some food. Now, you also have a quilt show that is on. Where is that located in the festival?
The quilt show is located in the Myersdale Volunteer Fire Department Social Hall. It's right across the street from the Lions Pancake House.
Right.
It is open all 7 days. The cost of the admission is like $5 if you go there first, but if you come into the park first and pay an admission, you'll get into that with your armband. And they do anything with the quilt show from handmade to machine made.
Okay.
And if anybody's interested in getting it and the quilt judging and that, if you check on our website, you can find out all the information you need to enter into that.
Okay. Now, the quilts, how many do you have roughly on display?
Some years there's been over 100.
Gosh,
it
100?
It varies, but,
wow.
If the quilters are into it, we usually have the social hall is full.
Okay.
It is full of displays.
And these are all like new ones that have either been like hand stitched or like machine done.
Right.
Do you have any antique, older, like heirlooms?
I think some people bring some of those in just for display. I don't know if they're in judging, but they bring those in just to show.
Ah, okay. That's pretty cool. All right, so we are running rapidly out of time here. So very quickly, is there anything else you want to mention?
The thing is with the festival, we say it's for all ages. There's no particular age group. We have something from small children clear up to grandma and grandpap. But if you want more information, you can check us out on our website, which is maplefestival.com, or check us out on Facebook. And if anybody's interested, we do group tours for schools, senior centers, bus groups, even a large family, things like that. And if you call the office or any of the other sites, you can find out all the information. And we'd like to see everybody here.
I totally recommend going. It's a really fun festival, and you do learn a lot about the whole maple syrup process. It's great for the kids. Again, the Pennsylvania Maple Festival is running March the 28th and 29th, and then again April the 1st to the 5th. There's a whole load of different activities going on. I totally recommend you heading that way and enjoying the festival. Thank you so much, Susie, for being on the show. I hope you have a wonderful 73rd Maple Festival, and I'll speak to you soon.
All right. Thank you very much.
If you've just joined us, you are listening to Laurel Highlands Happenings, and we'd like to thank our sponsors today, Downtown Irwin's St. Patrick's Day Food and Family Fun Fest, which is on Saturday, March the 14th from noon to 5. And also thank you to Blackburn Centre annual Walk a Mile in Her Shoes event, and they're a decade in and still walking. Yay! So join them on Saturday, April the 18th at St. Clair's Park in Greensburg, and don't forget your red high heel shoes for that one. So our next guest this morning is Doug Kashinsky from Myersdale Area Merchants Association. Good morning, Doug.
Good morning, Louise. Thank you for having myself as a business owner and vice president of our organization to your show this morning.
Well, thank you for coming in. Did I get your last name correct? Did I say it right?
Yes, you did.
Yes, brilliant. Okay, so Meyersdale. Tell us about Meyersdale. So I've been there a few times. I've just talked to Susie about the Maple Festival, but tell us about the Merchants Association you're involved in.
Okay. Meyersdale is a small town community in southern Somerset County. We established our Merchants Association in 2009. The Meyersdale Area Merchants Association is a group of our business owners in the town, borough representatives, and concerned citizens that are forward-thinking and business-minded individuals. The primary focus of the Merchants Association is promoting businesses, old and new, in the southern Somerset County area, which is considered the southern gateway to the Laurel Highlands. Meyersdale is also called the Maple City for being home of the Pennsylvania Maple Festival. We're also a trail town along the Great Allegheny Passage with a beautiful historic rail train station maintained by our Historical Society. It is our goal and pleasure to welcome everyone visiting the area to our town and hope to have a pleasant, comfortable, and enjoyable experience. In 2020, we've decided the Merchants Association is launching its hashtag Make It Meyersdale campaign. Basically, Meyersdale is a small town nestled in the Laurel Highlands of Pennsylvania, has a history of rich coal, timber, manufacturing, and outdoor recreational opportunities. The town is undergoing much revitalization as we sit at the southern end of the newly completed Route 219 highway from Somerset. We're also looking forward to Route 219 highway being completed from Meyersdale to Interstate 68 in Maryland in the near future. We're also looking to welcome new businesses to our area all the time. Meyersdale is located close to the Forbes State Forest that has an abundance of hiking, camping, fishing, hunting, cross-country skiing, snowmobiling, mountain biking, and sightseeing opportunities. We're very close to Mount Davis and High Point, which is the highest point in Pennsylvania at an elevation of 3,213 feet. There is a lot of hiking trails and an observation tower up at Mount Davis. Also, Meyersdale is located in Amish countryside with many of our Amish businesses to visit, or you can just take in an occasional passing of a horse and buggy. Meyersdale is a major stop along the Great Allegheny Passage. Did you know that this is one of America's most famous rail trails? The 150-mile gap is in a category by itself. The trail features architectural marvels, historical sites, the 3,290-foot-long Big Savage Tunnel, amazing water features, and two geographical boundaries, the Mason-Dixon Line and the Eastern Continental Divide. It has established trail towns like Meyersdale, and it connects to the C&O Canal towpath, creating a continuous 334-mile ride from Washington, D.C. to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Our Welcome Center and Historic Train Station Museum greets bikers as they reach the Gap's highest trailhead. You can literally bike downhill both ways from Meyersdale. The Welcome Center is a great place to visit and learn much about the town's rich history. Our Historical Society does a great job with that. Meyersdale offers a variety of lodging, restaurants, and much more. We want to make your experience special to you, so we are inviting you to come visit us and stay a while.
So, wow, that's a lot of information about Meyersdale, and it is a great place to go. And I have to ask, because the Gap Trail obviously runs through.
I really enjoy the outdoors.
You do, yes. And it's a beautiful area, to be sure. So Meyersdale does offer obviously the outdoor and the rec side of it, but also it's got some great lodging and dining. And we're just talking to Susie about the Maple Festival that's going to be happening soon. There's also lots of other events that go on throughout the year in Meyersdale. We really wanted to touch on that as well. Coming up very shortly, I mentioned in my intro, is we've got the Somerset County Maple Producers Taste and Tour event that runs over March the 14th and 15th. So that's next weekend.
Yes.
And that's basically 12 20 plus sugar camps, right, that open their doors.
And what happens there is you have people that it's open to the public, and they can tour all the maple camps. And you get a lot of people that go from maple camp to maple camp. I have experience in the past being at some of the maple camps and doing this tour. It's a great event, and especially if the weather is nice, it is definitely a fun time. But even if not, you know, everybody has warm coffee or hot chocolate and maple products and all that to try out while you're there.
Right. I mean,
and also purchase.
Of course, yeah. I mean, I think it's a really cool event, you know, to actually, I mean, before I moved here, I had no idea that, you know, about the whole maple production being in this area, and the fact there's so many sugar camps, maple camps actually in Somerset County. I mean, there's more than 20. We've just got 20 that open their doors, but to actually visit quite a few of these over a weekend for free and learn about the process, and like you say, sample some maple syrup, some maple candy, whatever. It's very cool. Now, apart from that event, we've got other things. We already talked about the Pennsylvania Maple Festival, but tell us about some things that occur in the summer in Myersdale. It just seems like every we have stuff going on all the time. The summer this year and pretty much every year is we have beginning of the summer, we kick it off with the Salvation Army River and Wind Bike Challenge. That actually was hosted in Myersdale last year for the first time. It is there's two different rides on that. There's a 50-mile ride and a 25-mile ride. It is actually scheduled for Saturday, June the 13th this year. They have Salvation Army has a Facebook page also for this, and you can sign up and ride it and come visit us while you're out there. They also include a lunch with that. Okay, so I'm looking at the title, and say River and Wind. So are you following the river? Yes, you follow the river, and the winds, and kind of you get to those high points. So you'll see the Mason-Dixon line. You go through the Big Savage Tunnel. It basically starts in Myersdale, goes to Rockwood, and then goes out to the Mason-Dixon line and comes back to Myersdale. Okay, so the wind part of it is because you're high up. It's always gusty. Windy in Myersdale. Okay, gotcha. Or seems like it always is. Where's the wind come? Is it wind turbines we're going to be cycling past? That too. There is the wind turbines, but there are times when you're riding the trail and you just feel like you're just riding against the wind sometimes. Yeah. Okay. So in the 50-mile and the 25-mile all in one day? Yes. Those are two different rides. It depends on your riding experience. Gotcha. A lot of people like to do the 50-mile to get that 50 miles in. That would be the whole area from going from Myersdale to Rockwood up to the Mason-Dixon line and back to Myersdale. Okay. The 25-mile is just half of that. You'll either go to Rockwood and back or to the Mason-Dixon line and back. And to recap, it's June the 13th. Yes. Pre-registration, or can we turn up on the day? Pre-registration. They're already taking registration as we speak. Okay. How much is it? I am not sure on that. Okay. They do have a Facebook page that you can check it out. So that would be Salvation Army River and Wind Bike Challenge. Okay, so that's the name of the Facebook page. Okay, so that sounds pretty cool for those that like to bike. Looking down the list here, you have farmers markets, right? We have a weekly farmers market in Myersdale. It starts the first Wednesday of June and runs every Wednesday morning until the end of September. It is located down in our playground in the center of town. It's basically run by our council, and we get a lot of vendors, mainly all Amish vendors that come there. Yeah. But we have all different sorts of people selling baked goods and all different stuff. But there's when the produce is at the high points of the summer, there's a lot of produce there. It's a great farmers market. Okay, that is good to hear. It's great to hear there's so many communities that do farmers markets. It's better to buy it local and it's organic. It's so much better for you. You have a community day coming up as well? Yes, we've been working actually. There's 3 organizations that are running our community day. It is of course, our organization, the Myersdale Merchants Association, Somerset Trust Company, and we are also partnering new this year with the Myersdale Moose. The Community Day event is going to be set for Saturday, August the 8th. There will be a soapbox derby that is going to be run by the Moose. Okay, I've got to stop you there. What is a soapbox
A soapbox derby is little cars that the kids they make themselves. There's guidelines for it. There's weight limits and all that. But we are going to shut our main street down from the top of the hill all the way to the bottom, and they will run the soapbox derby on.
So that's what like what the Boy Scouts do.
Yes, the
so
same
it's called
thing.
a soapbox.
Soapbox derby.
I have to ask why a soapbox. I mean, okay, just me and I just never heard of that before. That's really cool.
I don't know that. Yeah, I don't know the particulars behind that, but that part of it is being run by the Moose in Myersdale. We are also going to have entertainment. We'll have the Center Street closed off also, and we're going to have food trucks is what our plan is also.
Okay.
So we're making it, we've done it the last few years, but we're really trying to expand on it for 2020.
Gosh, and that's going to be in August.
Yes.
Jumping just back a little bit, because you are going to be doing, you have Independence Day celebration.
Yes.
But it's on the Sunday before July the 4th.
Yes, we always, one thing you can always guarantee is Myersdale has its Independence Day always the Sunday prior to July 4th, no matter when July 4th.
Okay.
So you can always plan on July 4th fireworks in Myersdale the Sunday before. And it is really great. It's also held down at the playground in the center of town. There's usually all day long. There is our Parks and Rec puts on a lot. There's entertainment, there's food, there's kids' activities, all that all day long, and then a big fireworks event in the evening to top it off.
So probably what like 9:30 time when it
usually
gets dark?
about 9:30. Yeah, as soon as it gets dark, and I'll tell you, there's some really nice fireworks that can go for about an hour and stuff. So looking forward to it, as I always do every year.
All right, and then to round out the summer events, of course, it's the Somerset County Fair, which is August the 22nd to the 29th.
Yes.
It's
always usually around the last week of August, right before school starts.
Okay, well, it's like a lot of the county fairs.
And it brings a lot of people to the community from all over Somerset County and also outside of Somerset County.
And where is it located?
It is out at the fairgrounds right outside of the town.
Of Myersdale?
Out of the town of Myersdale,
all right,
yes.
So that's one county fair I've not been to. I do go to the Westmoreland one.
Well, you need to come visit us this year.
Okay, all right. I'll put it in my calendar. Gosh, we've run out of time, Doug. You've given us heaps of information about Myersdale. It is a lovely town. Totally recommend listeners to go out, enjoy the Pennsylvania Maple Festival. If you can't do that, maybe hit one of the other events they're offering, but to go and explore the Laurel Highlands. Thank you so much, Doug, for being on our show. Very quickly, do you have a website people can reach out to you?
Yes, we do have a website. It is thevisitmyersdale.org, and we also have a Facebook page. Okay. So you can visit us on Facebook also.
Brilliant. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
You have been listening to Laurel Highlands Happenings, brought to you by Downtown Owen's St. Patrick's Day Food and Family Fun Fest on Saturday, March 14th from noon to 5. And also thanks to Blackburn Centre's annual Walk a Mile in Her Shoes event, a decade in and still walking. Join them with your red high heels on Saturday, April the 18th at St. Clair's Park in Greensburg. All events and businesses mentioned today can be found at laurelhighlands.org. And if you're active on social media, do follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Until next time, cheerio.
At LHTC Broadband, we're proud to provide the communication services you need to get the most from today's technology. We're your local choice for TV, phone, and internet. We offer high-quality cable TV service with HD, multi-room DVR, on-demand, and watch TV everywhere. Plus unlimited calling, and our internet is faster than ever with speeds up to 1 gigabyte. With no contracts and local customer service, switching has never been easier. Call today, 724-593-2411, or visit lhtcbroadband.com.